I want to wake up. I don't want to fall asleep.
Let's just get started.
Just-
Earl.
You can talk about your foot story later.
Okay.
All right. When last we left off, we had Mixie enter in back into the whole Section 5 ordeal. After speaking with an old companion or old boss, she had a lot to think about on her mind. Where she entered in, Byroth was there waiting for the rest of the team. Byroth spoke with Sigvald and Mixie about their past, their history, their stories, and Mixie didn't give much, and Sigvald gave a little more. But overall, their history is still clouded within their own mind.
You stingy bastards.
Trusting a little more, or a little less, depending on how you view things, you were able to connect with one another, at least long enough to work as a team to fight off the next encounter. As the next person grew out, or at least came out of the tank, they, similarly enough, were a lot more put together, a lot more there. But something came out of them, within their mind and within their shadow, formed a strange creature. You managed to take it down, but not without Mixie losing her own shadow, forming into a version of herself, something she fears within her own mindscape. Luckily enough, she also managed to kill that thing. But right now, she has no shadow, and she's currently wondering about this, as well as why Nesmond didn't attack during that entire combat. It wasn't,
Better.
but it was likely just me forgetting the entire time. But as that stands, currently they're waiting on the last and third final body for this endeavor. And this is where we left off. Who has GM control?
Fuck is doing that?
Anyone can do it.
If you're a pro or a plus,
Or if you just have the application.
It sounds like it's him.
That last one was me.
wait, what app?
Assuming that other one's Dropkick.
What application?
What's up?
There's a downloadable application you can get.
Oh, you're gonna have to tell me about
GTT
that later.
enhancement.
But right now, try not to overuse that.
Yes. So
Anyways,
anyway,
Claire was helping Byroth and Sigvald get closer together, but didn't work out the way she wanted to. And currently everyone's just talking with one another, seeing what happened and what's going on.
That makes he's just up in the fucking.
Maris Gunning states, "Alright, we have about 10 minutes before the next specimen enters inside. Is there anything else you all need to do beforehand? You do have, again, 12 hours. We can just speed this along. You come back and enter inside, but that could also relate to anyone entering inside. And perhaps trying to steal something, etc., etc. We didn't have that problem last time, but we could have also been lucky."
if you want, I can just stay right here for the next 12 hours. It will be fine.
Just with a level up, do we get all of our HP points back, or
You do.
just
I mean,
Okay,
even
cool.
if you didn't, 12 hours.
right?
So-
We will wait here. We do not have anywhere else to go. I don't think, right, team? Anyone have anywhere else to go? We will stay here then.
It's up to you. In the meantime, feel free to get acquainted with one another as your friends did beforehand. No, wait, that was you. So, do what you like. Right now, we're just configuring the last specimen.
How do you choose these specimens?
Over time, we do find and select candidates, possible trial participants. They willingly allow their bodies to be used for science upon their death or after, and we use their bodies afterwards. It just so happens that this time, those that get used get brought back.
Can I perhaps insight to see if I trust this guy or believe him? If his motivations are purely scientific or if there's something darker.
You can try.
Yeah, I'll get a roll.
Natural one.
16. From what you can tell, he's telling the truth, but there's something off about that statement. Beforehand, he did state that some people, once again, donate their body for science. But at the same time, you do believe it's true, but you're not sure if these people willingly died or something else happened. And he's not exactly telling you what.
Then Byroth would like to go talk to the recently resurrected girl.
I mean, she's 5 feet away from you.
Yeah, well, I guess I just turn around.
Young lady, how are you feeling?
Better. A little freaked out that I don't have a shadow, but it looks like 2 of your friends also don't have any. Looking towards Sigvald and Mixie in the corner.
Indeed. There are many things I do not understand about this day. For example, what do you remember from before you woke up in the tomb?
I died? At least I think so. The last thing I remember was entering into a... she looks around and all of you have the insignia of Section 9, other than the Section 5 members. And their bodyguards. From what I remember, one of our main missions that we had encountered was entering into a dungeon that has yet to be fully cleaned out. From what I remember, I think I made it to the last room, and then I died off of some strange artifact trying to grab it.
Nice try. You better in a pitfall.
Do you remember what this artifact looked like?
It was inside of a box. I can't exactly tell what it was. Our leader for the main mission, I'm not sure, but from the last moments of my death, I saw in closing my eyes, he managed to grab it without falling down.
So this was a mission you were sent on from section...
Kind of trail off, like which section?
It was a classified mission. So it was a department mission, but not underneath any structured section. It was volunteered people as well as those from the Rose family. They apparently found the excavation site. Moments later, you see Gen bringing in the third and last body for this.
Oh geez, that guy doesn't look spooky.
Wait, can, wait.
I am already
Almost gotta
opening it.
I have got to look over the body. Got to double check if there are weapons on this person.
This
Got
one
to
actually there
drop
are.
cannon.
Yeah, perhaps also the armor.
Yeah, not just take off the armor and the weapons.
Maybe
Maybe
even
get-
preemptively tie his hands.
Sure.
The head scientist then states, you can take the weapons or armor off, sure, but anything added on might change the whole experiment. So please elaborate
Sure.
on what you're adding to the specimen.
Does anyone have rope?
I just have a climbing rope that's not good enough for tying somebody down.
You hear it again state, have you tried a wedding ring? I hear those things tie up many men down.
No, that doesn't tie hands together. That's just an ankle weight.
Huh.
Use something that he had on him.
I can vouch that it does.
How strange. My father always says it ties him down. I wonder what that means.
Just want to like, ugh.
Ask your mother.
Ask
didn't-
your mother.
At any rate, I do have rope.
Again.
He
Okay,
gives you
so
rope.
can we tie his... Yeah, I just want to experiment guy. Can
You
we...
see,
I mean, he was wearing armor.
he is wearing armor. You take off the armor. It is a adamantine plate mail.
Oh, Jiminy Christmas.
So once.
It's probably
It's-
not the right size.
Technically, it's one size fits all. But you,
Oh my God.
Sigvald, you realize that this is the person that fell in the pit.
Why is every person that fell the one that fell in the pit?
Oh, right. The first one was the one that fell in the pit. The second one was the one that made it to the
second one that
last.
fell in the- It was the first one that was stuck on the spike trap. The second
Oh.
one fell in the pit.
Oh, oops. My bad. I grabbed the wrong. Okay, in my notes, the first one was supposed to be the first one you found. The second one was supposed to be the second one you found, and the third one was supposed to be the third one you found. I screwed up and gave you the third one at the second time. That does explain why my notes say that this is a woman. It doesn't matter. You learned that this is a woman.
Did you see that feminine charm?
Oh, there we go. After the armor was taken off, yeah.
I feel less comfortable about stripping and tying up a young woman now.
If Sigvald would know that it is a woman, he is walking away. With
Oh, geez.
Claire looks at you, kind of smiles after you feel weird taking off a woman's clothes, and she just simply says underneath her breath, "I knew it."
and Claire hears in the back of her mind, knew what? That I find it offensive to strip women against their will.
I mean,
She's not
dead
sure
at
if
the
you're telling
moment.
the truth, but she winks at you.
I flip her the bird.
She just simply nods
Be
with
nice.
respect.
You didn't hear that, Caitlin. That was
I
a
can
mind message.
feel you flip her the bird.
You can see it.
Ah, that part she can't see, yes.
Technically, she
I
can
I
feel
can't.
it. She
yeah.
can't see.
I felt you flip her the bird. That's why I measured the 30 feet.
Anyways, Claire and Relta managed to tie her up. She was wearing something underneath her armor. She doesn't go naked underneath the armor. That would chafe. But
Still,
they both
It's
managed to tie her
intimate
up.
process.
It appears rope is fine to add on because it's just hemp rope. And the armor itself wasn't a problem to remove either. The armor itself is neutral, so anyone can wear it. It just makes them look not man or woman, just a lot more brooding.
Pyroth will hang on to this for now.
Oh, it also increases your AC to a 18.
I already have plate mail, but yes, but it's adamantine, so it's no crits.
Yeah.
So I'm interested in it. But I will not put it on or anything. That would be rude.
Yeah,
Mm.
she might need it back.
I
I
mean-
mean, I would think the breastplate would have been made a bit differently if it's a woman inside.
Actually, the-
You say that, she's not a. I would say that she's not exactly gifted.
Ah, a clipboard. Nice.
I wouldn't
She's
say that
more
either.
of a Brienne of Tarth.
It's like an A, B plus.
I mean, is she slim though?
She's slim and she's very attractive.
I said I wasn't gonna try and put her lady armor on. Let's move on.
You
Anyways,
thought about it. That's what's.
Pyroth examined or admires all forms of metalwork.
8 hours passed without too much
Craftsmanship.
issue. Byroth is currently just examining the plate mail, seeing if he can perhaps construct it one day. Mixie and Nesmond are in the corner, currently talking about life and what has happened. Or at least giving each other time to process all this. Sigvald's still giving Claire the bird, and Relta's just wondering what Sigvald's doing. Let's see. Caitlin, I'm not sure what exactly you're doing.
I'm just standing here doing nothing suspicious whatsoever.
I would make an insight check. But currently I'm
Yeah.
like stabbing the wall.
Say it like that.
What?
I'm just trying to be that.
Please don't poison me.
I am just nonchalant standing over now. I does not mean I do anything harmful. Don't roll perception checks, by the way. It's not important.
Well, this
If it weren't for this adamantine armor, I guarantee you I would.
You know, dropkick, I would to spite you, but the fact is that Nixie isn't even paying attention to herself right now, so I can't.
Nice.
as you examine the area, Sigvold, you can tell that something is off. It looks like the three scientists are talking with each other in whispered tones, more than likely to make sure no one is listening, or at least able to listen. But you do see them.
I wish I could read lips. Darn.
Same.
You'd have to be able to see them.
Pyroth has a passive perception. Would he perhaps just notice that?
You notice that they're talking with each other, making sure that you aren't able to hear them. If you had the feat to be able to read lips, you would be able to understand what they're saying. But you probably don't.
He doesn't have observant, I'm guessing.
No.
Yeah.
So unless anybody else wants to do something, Pyroth only has one choice. He's gonna barge over there and see what they're talking about. Give
Get
you
in
plenty
there.
of time to interject. Alright.
What are you talking about? Is the procedure going as planned?
Jangling a whole suit of armor over his shoulder.
Maris moves over to you, or at least looks at you, completely cuts off the conversation. The only thing you heard, not even trying to sneak, the only thing you heard was
Not
basically,
his style.
let's
Shush.
see, where did they get in the conversation? Near, and then you butted in.
So much information.
Well, if he sneaked in, he could have heard more, but he just barged. Maris looks at you and
Listen,
goes,
I'm not a rogue.
everything seems to be in order. Is there something you need?
Can I insight or perception to see if he's lying
From what you can tell,
or
it-
obfuscating?
yeah, that'd be a better choice for words.
Yay. So insight or perception.
It'd be an insight.
My favorite.
25. From what you can tell, he's trying to swerve off the conversation and what they were doing. You're not sure why or for what reason, but you can tell that they were talking about something important. So much so that they managed to do it in whispered tones. So much so that immediately when you entered inside, the conversation cut off.
We are here to protect you. It is very important that you tell us everything we know, otherwise we cannot guarantee your safety.
Sure, I suppose. They go on and tell you about what you already know about when you entered inside, about who's the bodyguards, which would be Gen, Namar, and the rest of your group. They tell you who were the three people. Apparently, these three people that were excavating through a dungeon were people that worked underneath the Rose family, since they were the ones that found the dungeon.
And I want to cut them off at the end there and be like, no, these experiments have been getting more dangerous each time. What is different?
They look at you interested and goes, each prospect has different acuities to them. Much like you and your friends aren't exactly the same, people aren't always the same when entering inside. That might cause different effects, different realities to manifest. Take the woman behind you. She was able to manifest what appeared to be a creature from her own mind, her own fear itself, manifesting into a being you managed to take down. But as such, she lost something, her shadow. We're not exactly sure if it would come back, but it is possible. As such, it's possible that things will grow dangerous depending on what they are or who they are.
So, what is it about this subject that has you whispering in the corner?
Maris goes, "Oh, nothing about this prospect herself. Something about going over the data and the like." We were just
Do I
whispering.
believe him on that one?
You can roll an insight if you'd like, but Maris was just gonna say, we were just whispering, so no one got bored and managed to fall asleep during our talk.
Yeah. Do I believe 18?
With an 18, you can tell he's not exactly lying. They are going over the. He is holding something back, but you're not exactly sure at what point he was. But you can also tell that they weren't just whispering, so you wouldn't fall asleep on duty. If you had to guess, the whole going over data is true, but there's more to it than that.
So something in data is interesting about one of the last two subjects.
Yes, we managed to actually revive them without too much issue. So we're just going over the entire scope.
Wait, so you expect more issue? You expect these to be more dangerous?
No, more refined. The last two, well, the first one you saw, their mind wasn't completely there until moments after. The second one, their mind was there, but their attributed effects manifested into a second being, pardon. The third, it's possible that they will be refined to the point where nothing happens, but you never know. If that succeeds, we can move on with our progress. If it fails, then we'll just have to repeat the process. But in the third and last experiment for your group, that will be it for the danger for your group, as we will have to suspend the revivement process for about a week.
Why is this?
Oh, simply put, we need more resources, so we have to venture forth into Noche for more ingredients.
I feel like you're hesitating to say fresh bodies.
Yes and no. The ingredients themselves aren't exactly natural or homegrown. And the bodies themselves we'd have to procure from anyone that has died recently. So rather than waiting on them, we might as well get the ingredients we need before anyone dies next.
Okay.
Not everyone volunteers for the process, and in Noche, many people die, so we can perhaps request bodies from there.
I feel like it's not a good idea. I mean, you yourself said everyone has different attributes. I mean, if you're just getting random bodies, I feel like eventually it's going to be a huge disaster. But that is neither here nor there. I think we should move on with whatever the hell you guys want to do. I've been talking to you.
What is the dead girl's name? The one that's right here.
The one that should have been brought to the present cell by now by by the people.
What's her name?
The one that was recently revived, or the one currently being revived?
The one that's recently revived, one I can actually talk to.
That's fair. The name's Sella. Pleased to meet you.
Alright, I want to ask, is Stella you said?
Sella. S-E-L-A.
Oh, okay. I want to ask her about, like, when she signed up for this program. Like, do you remember actually signing up for it? And what were the conditions on it?
From what I remember, I did sign up for it, but it was at the behest of the Rose family. Before entering into the contract, they made mention of this, and I thought, might as well, I suppose. I am dead after all, so if it can help make progress, I suppose I wouldn't mind. The conditions were after my death, and if all possible, able to be revived. If that isn't the case, then my body would be donated to any experiments leading towards any advancement in the section department of the R&D department. So, that was basically the main condition. As such, any living relatives will receive a statement of 200 gold.
Okay.
It's not a bad deal, but at the same time, it was strange that they brought this up out of nowhere. Maybe they expected so much danger? I'm not sure.
How long ago did you sign up for it?
Well, I'm not sure. I was recently revived about 8 hours ago. Can you tell me the date and time? You can easily just say, you tell her the date and time.
Oh, I think it cut out for a second. Sorry.
It is Catural's Day. of Florida.
You tell her the date and time, and she goes, oh, then I guess about 2 weeks ago? Thinking back, that was around the time that you found the 3 bodies in that cave system.
So, you signed up very close to when you died?
I suppose so, yes. Right before entering into the dungeon itself.
How cute.
Dun dun dun. And I just had a conversation with Maris over here about how they were running out of bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Mixie, Nesmond, and Caitlin are currently having a conversation.
Oh, yeah. That's a thing.
And Sigvold's currently in the corner just pouting.
Hey, I talked to Sigvold. I said hi.
Welcome
Yeah.
to the club. I've been here for like an hour or so.
Technically, Mixie's been in the corner for about 8 hours, and so has Sigvold.
Yep. I've just been sitting in that corner for 8 hours.
Look,
Mentally preparing myself for the next one popping out.
I've been
Because
making
everybody
very...
keeps yelling at me.
Hey, I tried to talk to both you guys last time.
I told you exactly what I told Nesmin. Like,
I know.
I told you more than I should have.
I don't know what people told you, but I'm concerned.
That's why you should have watched the episode.
Hey,
Yeah.
man.
Ha!
You should-
Now we have secrets from you, motherfucker. Now you know how it feels.
Oof.
Oof.
Now you know how it feels.
How
Alright.
about not knowing?
I was waiting for
Moving
Byron
along.
to walk up to me and just go, well, who is your boss? Start shaking my...
Okay.
I don't know, but
After some...
yeah. Sorry, go on.
Oh, I was going to say, after some time, nothing seems to go on. Another 2 hours pass without problem.
Last chance for character interaction.
Fuck, can we just not type this and quickly say this? It's about to take forever.
I was wondering why you weren't talking now.
We're
Yeah.
waiting for you to finish.
Listen, I tried typing and I was like, oh man, this is taking forever. My fucking hands got arthritis or some shit.
I'm just gonna say,
You're an old guy. Jeez.
I'm just gonna say for Nesmin's sake that makes you look relieved that Nesmin remembered the name because she didn't.
Okay.
I
We're
heard. Oh,
taking it back where Mixie, Caitlin, and Nesmond are currently at.
my bad. Shit, what was my accent with this?
The Southern lady.
Okay, got you. Hello, Mixie and Esmond. I already said that shit.
Just continue from where you're at. The chat log is still there.
I heard that that you lost your shadow, Mixie. I was concerned if how that would affect.
That, from what I know, that shadow creature kind of formed into another me, and after we killed it, I don't know what it really means, but I don't feel any different. So aggressive.
Okay, I'm just checking. I'm just checking on everyone.
Wait, how would Caitlyn notice that Mixie didn't have a shadow?
You guys kept saying,
No,
"Oh,
that-
Mixie doesn't have a shadow.
Yeah.
Sigma doesn't
Okay.
have a shadow."
It was stated out loud.
Alright.
Scylla also stated that your friends don't have shadows.
Alright,
Mhm.
alright.
Ignoring the rest of the conversation because it's out of game, 2 hours pass, and with any luck, I actually copied these people correctly.
Another army of people joining. Yay! Can we kill them, please?
3 people enter inside ready to take up arms. Because you guys were busy talking with each other, they get a surprise round. Everyone roll turn order.
Oof.
What?
I'm not surprised, and
Oh,
neither is
no.
Caitlyn, and neither is Byrot.
They don't get advantage against Sigvald, Caitlyn, or Byroth. Everyone else
I'm
was
not
surprised.
surprised. I have alert.
Oh,
Yeah, why is that?
Because I have a weapon of warning, and it warned me that surprise.
I think I would have heard them walking up here even with my 22 passive.
Ah, I forgot
Dang.
about
You
your
were talking.
ridiculous passive.
He wants to make a fucking surprise round, and we're all like, nah, bitch.
Nah, so it doesn't work like that.
That doesn't work like that.
I was sat there
Relta,
like, I
you're
swear to God, I
surprised.
did.
Oh man.
And the NPCs are
that?
surprised.
At least your NPCs are surprised.
Um,
Yeah, I mean, I was pacing around, but everything was going on, so yeah, that makes sense.
Vera and Mans are not, and neither is the person that we saved.
Nope, they are. Too bad.
No, they ain't.
So it's like Ralta was having a conversation with Byroth and Sella, and
Yeah.
Byroth
Yeah.
and Sella both like stopped talking and looked at the door, and Ralta was just like, marp, marp,
Yeah,
marp,
it's like-
marp, marp,
No,
marp.
no, Rialta is
What
also not
happened?
surprised. Because everybody within 30 feet of me is not.
Everybody was that?
Damn weapons of warning.
I am so happy I took that dagger as my magical weapon.
That's fair.
And you're literally as far away from everyone as you could possibly
And
be.
it slowly crumbles while in your hand, and you can never use it.
Rocks fall on your dagger.
Rocks fall on
Yeah.
the dagger, explode, and now everyone's dead. Relta, go
Okay.
ahead and roll turn order.
I thought I did.
Rialta has a 13.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see a 0 in there for
there.
some reason.
You added a 0 in there.
Oh, oops.
Yeah, there's a 0 in there.
You NPC'd her.
You NPC'd her, you bastard!
Oof.
Oof.
That all is lost moment.
Okay. Everything seems to be in order.
This is really
No,
bad
no,
if I'm
no.
actually going first.
No,
Well-
not everything is in order. There are a lot of people with a 0. And there are people with higher numbers than 0 in between.
Yeah, I rolled for them. I just didn't want to put the numbers inside. Anyways,
Same.
the person entering inside, and for some reason, everyone stares at her. She says, "Don't move." Curiously, actually, let me just go into actually NPC status. Don't move. This is, and then everyone just stares at her while she opened the door. She goes straight towards the person next to her, aiming towards Gan and Namar. However, are they in between 30 feet? Nope.
No.
Okay. She managed to strike Namara with a point-blank shot. She takes 3d6, 11 points of damage, as blood splatters behind Gen. The next one aims straight towards Byroth. Byroth, you aren't surprised, but she still gets an attack.
Yeah.
We also
luck.
still get a turn this round, just so you know.
No. While you weren't surprised, they already had their weapons out.
Yeah,
Uh,
I don't use weapons, you know, right?
All that means is they don't get sneak
Listen.
attack.
Then
Don't
why
be
do you have
pushing
a
it.
dagger of
Don't-
warning on you?
Be
Fire off.
pushing it.
Does 18 hit?
Yo. No, 23 is the magic number now.
Nice.
Level 6.
The last one aims 3 daggers straight towards Nesmin's head. Does a 26 hit?
Does it help that he's technically
Yep.
prone?
Uh,
He's
The
a half-
disadvantage, I'm assuming, would still hit.
yeah, probably. Let me check.
If you're technically prone, like,
Oh,
Even with the
God, I
disadvantage.
wish I was a paladin right now.
yeah, you still got hit.
All right, that's 14 plus her modifier, so you take 19 points of damage.
nice.
God, I wish I
And
was a fucking.
actual turn order. Caitlin, you're
Hey,
up
we
first.
did it. I don't take kindly to the threats. So I'm gonna use my action to do the thingy. Yeah, you remember that thingy, the fancy thingy? This thingy. That long text block.
Oh,
Which basically means I get to put my armor on as an action. Because it's too simple to just wear your armor all the time.
That's fair. You
Use my
inherit.
interaction to take out my sword and start walking towards them. What's with this heroic ass music? Hold on.
It's a long story, but it makes sense.
Just
Okay.
a question: which one threw daggers?
The last one.
Okay.
Guess I'm just clanging forward to them. I'm gonna, bonus action Hexblade Curse this one, and that's my entire turn.
Okay. Sigvald. Do you cast darkness?
no, I'm gonna cast something else. But just a question: can I put the center of something outside of the map?
The door's open, so yes.
Okay.
Something about that side makes me feel like I'm about to get blown back.
So I'm gonna move to yonder so I can look through the doors to somewhere around here at the other side of the door. So I am gonna cast Hypnotic Pattern.
I am so concerned about the heroic music comment.
And I am gonna try to make it that this is the corner that goes out those two ways.
Okay.
So I just hit Claire and the 3 people.
Wait, why is that comment what scares you?
The top one saves.
Inspire.
The last one's the next one. Wait, what's your number to be?
DC 16.
The first one saves, the next one saves, and the last one does not with a 12.
Yay. But my god.
That mental fortitude.
And
Okay.
your hypnotic patterns enters into the hallway, which is a 20-foot stretched out hallway, so it's easily able to do so.
Okay.
Oh shit, I clicked something on accident.
It's fine. It twists and
Yeah, that
twirls
will
into
be
the
fine.
area. However, only one is mesmerized by the entire pattern of the cube.
Whatever you do, do not attack. Whatever you do, don't do anything rash or stupid. Why am I saying this?
Mixing.
That will be my turn.
Right, I am grabbing Nesmin, and can I put him behind like this so he's got full cover? Hang on.
You can. It'd be taking out your speed while you're doing that, though.
Okay. So I'm gonna put Nesmin behind the coffin then, so he's got full protection. Like sitting him down.
Alright.
I can't shoot through Caitlyn, can
You can, it's fine.
I'm an out.
Between the legs.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm shooting that one at the back then.
No.
Why that one?
Because he threw daggers. Oh, well, she threw daggers.
She is the only one incapacitated at the moment. Yay!
Or do I notice that she's incapacitated?
You know she's dazed. From what you can tell, she's just looking at the sky now? Or the roof?
She looks.
Sorry, we there for a second.
I
Oh,
even
well.
yelled, "Don't do anything stupid to her." Come on.
You just said don't do anything stupid.
I know.
Didn't say to her.
Throw that dagger as hard as you can.
Oh, I'm not throwing a dagger, I'm shooting her.
Well,
Yeah.
in the interest
Ah,
of...
anyway.
Alright.
You have advantage. She's dazed.
Oh, okay.
No!
18 hits.
You piece of shit.
You, with your short bow, you swing straight through, aiming across Namar, across Caitlyn, Relta, and the third possible leader. You strike into the black and white woman and pierce into her. From what you can tell, she is a Goliath. With 19 points of damage straight into her, she regains her sense. She looks towards you, a nod of respect for you actually managing to hit her, as well as almost a hint of heroism within her eyes. You see a person on a mission, ready and willing to see it out. Anything else?
I mean, can I... I can't hit again, can I?
If you have multiple attacks.
Nah, that was with a dagger last time, I'm pretty sure.
Alright. The person next to Relta then looks straight towards you. Simply enough, points your gun straight towards Relta's left shoulder and goes, "Move and we won't have to hurt you. Unfortunately, we've already had to attack you, as none of you were surprised. I still don't know how that happened. But we don't want to kill you. It was a simple warning shot. If she had to, she would have... Actually, no, because... Again, I don't know how you were able to see her, but thanks to that, she wasn't able to hit you with surprise attack, bringing you down, but not out. So will you step aside, or will you stand in her way?
Well, what are you trying to accomplish by...
We're gonna shatter this thing.
Why though?
For the same reason our boss decides it to. It's too
Can I-
dangerous.
Can I ask a question? Do I see any insignias on them?
No insignia, no markers to indicate their identity, no uniforms to identify their group. Not
no
even...
fucking clue who they are.
Mhm.
I take it. Alright.
Caitlyn, you're kind of not wrong.
I was just memeing because there was 3 people.
Oh,
No, it's, no identification, but highly trained.
Should have fucking asked for... God damn it, I keep forgetting I have fucking thing. Should
However,
have asked them if they had a code name.
due to the fact that Relta didn't give an answer other than a question, she does, unfortunately, attack.
Yeah, I'll stay on my ground. Sorry, guys.
That's fine. Does a 21 hit?
Because I don't... Yeah, sorry.
I'm willing to bet it does.
From what I can...
So she hit me.
Yeah, I think you have a
How did,
13.
what is it? Yeah, I do, yeah. because I
All
wasn't
right.
able to put on my bark armor face, but I have Hellish Rebuke, so that happens when they hit me. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a reaction. Yep.
So that's
So
8
how
plus
do
her
we-
modifier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You take 13 points of damage, and you can do Hellish Rebuke as a reaction.
If it's for your ability, then it's at second level.
Okay. So hold on, this is one that I didn't get to put on my thing yet.
So 3d10.
3d10.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. I forgot how to play. Sorry.
/ roll space 3d10.
Okay, I did do it right. Yeah, there we go.
And they need to make a dex save to her spell DC. Or the one that got hit. Or take out.
It's her innate casting, so I think that's
Yeah,
correct
it's
enough for her.
Yeah,
it's the
correct.
racial one.
Okay.
Should probably be like 13 or something.
Depends on what her charisma is.
My charisma, sorry.
Does an 8 pass?
It's 10 plus your
I-
charisma,
I-
so no, it cannot possibly.
No, it's 8 plus proficiency plus charisma, so it's at least an 11.
Oh, okay.
You
So
hope
in any
it's at
case,
least an
no.
11.
Alright. As someone shoots straight in Relta's shoulder, Relta decides to hit her with fire. 21 points of damage. She seems bruised, but not down or bleeding.
Well, she shouldn't have shot me.
That's fair. It is your turn now, though.
Alright, I wanna. Okay, so the girl next to me has nothing on, right?
She got close.
She has clothes. You stripped her of her
Do I
weapons
feel-
and her
Do I
armor.
feel like they're gonna threaten her in any way?
From what you can tell, they've been going against anyone that seems to be here as a bodyguard. They went after Namar due to this, they went after Nesmond due to this, and they went after you due to this.
Hey, they
I'll
left me
just-
alone.
I'll just use that bark skin to give her armor. It's up there. Should I click it again? I want to use that to like give her some kind of armor. So in case they do shoot her, she doesn't die or something.
Alright.
If she wants it.
Sure, thanks. I can't do much other than hand-to-hand combat at this point. That doesn't really work since I'm a fighter.
Yeah, I just want to make sure you don't die if you do get hit with a gun or something, or they shoot you too.
That's fair. Anything else?
Wait, can I do anything else? Is that it? That's it, right?
You have a bonus action and you can also move.
Oh yeah.
If you move, you'll open yourself up to an attack of opportunity.
2 attacks of opportunity.
It's possible, but then again, the way they were speaking, if you move out of the way, they don't seem to be targeting you. It all depends on how you feel these people are. Good or bad.
bonus action- can't-
Insight check.
Part of bonus action.
What about your bonus action?
What counts as a bonus action? I'm sorry.
It'll tell you certain spells, but you've already cast a spell, so you can't do that. I don't know about anything else for Druid. You might be able to make an insight check to see what these people are, if they're virtuous or something. I don't know. It's up to
What
you.
kind of druid are you?
Arctic.
Okay, then never mind. If you're moon, I would say you could wild shape.
I'm sorry, what?
If
Yeah.
you were a moon druid, I would say you can wild shape as a bonus.
Oh. Let me make an insight check at least. I'll just do that for now because I am kind of.
Alright.
Insight. There it is.
From what you can tell, they haven't been lying to you. They do seem to not want to attack anyone that doesn't deserve it. That being said, no one has indicated whether or not they're willing to move, willing to just let them do their work and be on their way. Or at least that's what you get with a 10.
So they want to destroy this machine that has this girl inside it right now, right?
Yes.
And how long she's about to be revived though, yeah?
She has about 10 minutes before her revival point.
Do that then.
Or at least the revival point where the machine wakes her up. It's possible she's already revived, or it's possible she's not.
Yeah, I'll just hold my ground for now.
Fair enough. The next one looks towards Byroth, extends out a short sword, and goes, I won't have villains take us down. Not this time. She goes straight towards
Villains!
Byroth's neck.
I am a man of the law.
Does 25 hit?
Law.
25 does hit.
Alright. Her short sword extends with a strange pearlescent color. It slashes into you, makes no indicating markers around your armor, around your fur coat. But it does do 15 points of damage plus her modifier. It does do 20 points of damage. Cutting straight through
Damn.
you and nothing else.
Is it... I have to ask, is it frost or fire damage?
Technically, it's force.
Okay. 20 points.
And now she does her second attack.
Ah.
I assume a 14 doesn't hit.
Nope.
Nesman.
Why is it always me getting in the middle of fights? What did I do to deserve this?
You joined a ragtag team full of misfits into an adventure leading to death. Or victory.
And then, in Mixie's head, I'm simply going to say, if you want, I should be able to track them.
I want you to fucking heal yourself. Fucking 3 daggers to you. God damn it.
There's a time and place for that. And I'm ducking down.
I mean, I sat you down behind the thing, so.
Yeah, I'm ducking down. That's my turn.
Okay. Byroth.
I think the first thing Byroth will do is yell, Coward! Come fight! We just got stabbed in the neck.
And he's angry about that, but he's also like,
I am no villain, woman. Explain yourself.
You're working for these people. That's all I need to know.
We serve the law of the land. Why you call us villains?
She makes no other indicating markers. Either she doesn't believe you after your first initial thing, or she doesn't want to be swayed.
alright, well, I just got stabbed in the neck, so Byroth's bringing out the big guns. Spiritual Guardians. Everybody within 15 feet who is my enemy, so these 3 girls, has to make, what is it? I think it's a dex save.
Just drop the spell.
Yeah, I'm scrolling to it, sorry. I haven't written it down. I gotta copy and paste it from a document.
I'd say all 3 of those probably passed.
Does a
It's
17
15.
pass?
Yeah, it's 15.
Then all of them pass.
So they all pass. So they take half damage. Heyo.
Better than nothing.
Yeah, 3d8. Hang on, let me... Yes, and they are all, they all have half movement well within 15 feet of me, whether or not they pass or fail. Oops. So they take half, so 9 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And they all half speed within 15 feet of me.
You cut straight through them, and the one that's been hit by Mixie spits out a bit of blood. Not a lot, but you can tell that she's hurt more than she looks.
Know that you drove me to this. Seriously, right in the neck you stabbed me.
Hey, that's the weakest spot on armor, you fool.
Yeah, that's probably why she targeted it. They don't seem to be, what's the word? Weaklings? Gan then goes, Namar, can you please move? I don't have long-range weaponry. She moves. Thank you. He takes a punch. He misses his punch with a +4. You try to do something now. She grabs her blue blade, strikes through. Hits, thankfully enough. You now can tell that the woman that's been hit the most is now bleeding. She does grab her side where Namara managed to hit and goes, this is more troubling than it's worth. Target the ones in front of us, and then we'll crash through the object. There's no need to enter into a full-out scale war. Unless they drive us to it, don't harm any of the civilians. Let's see.
Try to take them down non-lethally. We
Fighting
have
me,
questions.
fighting me is what is causing a war right now.
Claire, Vera, and Maris all step back. They're not exactly fighters, but they are very powerful. The NPCs already went, and without weapons, she just takes a... She goes over to Byroth. You can tell that the other two didn't hit her due to the fact she has no weapons. Grabs the chair and just throws it at them.
You asshole!
It hits the wall.
But it's the statement that she did it.
Yeah. The next one then moves straight through. Unfortunately, Seta wasn't really thinking. Byroth and Relta, you get an attack of opportunity. As she ignores you two and goes straight for the weapon. Well, what they consider a weapon.
Oh. Is she wielding some sort of a sword or dagger?
She has 3 daggers again. And Nesman, you look at your shoulder where you were taking out the weapons and hitting yourself. The weapons are now gone.
Yeah, because I can cast spells as a reaction because I'm a warcaster.
Nice.
So I think maybe I was gonna try heat metal, but she's got 3 weapons, so that's useless. So I'm gonna try and cast a blindness deafness on her and try and blind her. Constitution saving throw 15.
By the way, Dogma, remember that their movement is halved while in the range of Byroth.
That's well, so that'd be just enough, yeah.
No, because while moving through a friendly, it takes double movement.
Ooh.
So double means 20 feet.
She
Well,
had
then
to...
I wouldn't get a. Then I wouldn't get a attack of opportunity.
I will tell you she's able to move that far without an issue. She can't move back, but she can move that far without a problem.
Okay.
She's a monk.
Or a barb.
Or multi-classing.
Anyway,
Anyways,
did she succeed?
Con... does 16 pass?
Yeah, the save is 15. Dang it.
But I get an attack too, right?
You do.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just whack at her with my quarterstaff?
Yeah.
And I hope I set this up right.
Oh. You swing straight towards her, but unfortunately you miss in the air as Byroth also tries to swing. You guys politely go, oh, after you. Oh, no, after you. But she manages to make it to the coffin.
Just like botch my spell halfway through.
She doesn't have to actually hit the thing because it's basically trying to hit a wall. 7 plus her modifier. She does a significant amount of damage, cracking the shell. She can take another attack, but decides not to. So she's holding a reaction. The scientists already moved away and now are moving further away. You can see Vera quickly grabs the papers and they move to the corner of the room.
They took the whole table.
No.
I was tripping.
Sela
Okay,
might
whatever.
use that as a weapon next time. Caitlin.
Okay, so I need to ask a quick question to Sigvald in character. Sigfold, are you able to stop her?
No.
She breathes in. Sorry. By the way, Harold, fetch, and she points at this person back here.
Okay.
Listen, I asked.
Is Caitlyn right now? When did you have it start?
Caitlin's just chilling, bro.
Oh, that's you right now. Jesus.
Yeah, I'm a villain.
Maybe that's why I didn't believe you.
My bad. I'm attacking this person right here, though. First attack? The cleatest not one you've ever seen.
I will have questions for you, my blind friend.
You grab your blade and strike straight towards her. But for some reason, you swing straight into the wall where Gan made the blood contract with Nesmond and Mixie, and you scrub off Nesmond's name.
I don't know where that is. Not gonna lie.
That's fair.
But extra attack? Look. Checks and
Ooh.
balances.
You rip through the wall and aim straight for the person next time, giving an arc 15 plus 2. You do a significant amount of damage, and you can tell that she is hurt. She was hurt before, and now she's at maybe 2/5 of her health. However, her team is already at the coffin, so she might gamble at this. Anything else?
Bonus action. Hex back.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, one thing I forgot. Anybody who starts their turn within my Spirit Guardians thing takes the damage again.
Okay.
So, does Black and White Girl have to make another save? Sorry.
They haven't started their turn yet.
Nah, she already did that, so that was my fault. She should have taken more damage, but she
okay.
doesn't because it was too long ago. Never mind.
Oh, okay. Sigfold.
Well,
Sigfold is gonna use his bonus action to to transform. Damn you.
You should have said yes.
I could not. And I cannot lie, remember.
I know.
Oh, that's the wrong token, sorry.
Is it a flip token?
Nope.
Hey, good. This is perfect music for.
And Harold will rush over to here. And he will swipe her.
Violet is beginning to see why they thought we were evil team.
Does an 18 hit her?
18 does hit.
Okay, then I will use 5 psi points to add 5d10 points of damage for another 32. And then I will add 2 more psi points to knock her back. Then she needs to make a DC 12. What DC 12? No, that should be a DC 15 saving throw.
Passes.
She passes.
You strike. You change forms. Everyone is surprised, maybe. And then strike straight towards her. Dragging your claws straight into her, she yells as you howl. She grabs both blades and you crash straight through one of them, breaking it in half. You bring in your claws for the additional 6 points of damage. However, she stands her ground. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
What the fuck went on?
Good boy, Harold. Good boy.
Mixie. You're starting to wonder if you really are the bad team.
Yeah, like all I wanted to do is find out these were the fuckers that are working for my boss.
You can still ask.
Now we've got some fairy shit going on.
That.
I'm pointing. Well, not pointing. I'm turning to the leader, and with in her head, I'm just gonna ask, who do you work for? Do you have a code name? And for your knowledge, we're forced to work here. We don't mean any danger. I just want to know who you work for.
Roll deception.
Is it deception? Because it technically isn't a lie.
You guys applied to work for this mission. You also voluntarily entered into the Section 9 department. It is a lie.
Voluntarily after we were told we had to or would be killed.
Byroth
Yeah.
never heard this.
We
So-
were forced in.
This was before your time.
Been trying to get to know you guys, okay?
She looks towards you, not really sure what to believe or not, but she still has a mission. Yes, we do have code names, but without you being affiliated, we can't tell you.
I'm gonna just tell her my code name in Ghost Speak then.
Alright, now go ahead and roll persuasion then.
Come on, Nat 5.
Yeah. Come on.
Fuck.
Damn it, I was so close to getting it right.
If you're working
I'm
for the
just-
Black King, then you should know that he needs to be destroyed.
In Ghost Speak, I'll just say, I'll help you destroy it. Just stop killing, or at least trying to.
Only if they're in the way. We don't attack civilians or anyone unarmed. You take note that that's true, as they didn't attack Scylla until she grabbed a chair. Even then, they still didn't attack. She's unarmed now.
Civilians are unarmed, they attacked me, that's a lie.
Just chilling.
I was about
Nesmond,
to.
you had, even if you don't have weapons in hand, you are still classified as armed.
I don't technically have a weapon on my person.
You have Mixie's dagger you kept.
No, I
No,
sold
he-
that.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I
Um,
have no weapons.
Hey, you see
Your
that badge on
mind
your
is
arm?
your weapon.
I guess they accidentally attacked you. One of them was too gung-ho.
Listen, they're spec ops. They can spot a wizard or a cleric when they see one.
Yeah, that's fair.
Right. I'm just gonna shout to everyone to stop attacking them.
Why?
You don't know why.
I'm asking her why, because
Oh.
she said she shouted.
That's fair.
I just feel like we should at least let this girl revive. She's like 11 minutes away from it.
Look, if we stop attacking, then no one's getting killed.
Yeah, but
They've
the
given
girl
you-
in the thing is about to be revived and they're gonna kill her.
She
Uh,
was already dead.
I don't know, I just feel like that's trouble.
Anything
Like,
else,
let it
Mixie?
finish and then destroy the machine?
I'll hold up a short bow, like sort of holding an action just in case, mostly for if they try and attack at least Nesmin.
Yeah, that's fair. Looking towards you, she simply nods. The rest of the team wonders why. The rest of the team also wonders why everyone seems to think that they're evil. The next group moves over, giving Namora attack of opportunity.
Yeah, unfortunately, as soon as she starts her turn, she's got to make a wisdom save. There's nothing I can do about it.
Mhm.
Namar's persuaded not to attack, however, Byroth still has his thing up.
The spell's up.
She doesn't pass. 9
Yeah,
doesn't pass,
so-
right?
That'll be 3d8.
Yeah,
Caitlyn is still attacking. Dude.
Caitlyn also attacks. 13
I'm in
points of
fight mode.
damage, 13 points of damage,
mean,
26.
Technically, you can drop it any time, because I think it's a concentration spell, isn't it?
Mhm. It is a concentration spell, so you.
So
could
you
drop
can drop it at any time.
Byroth probably wouldn't have known that, and either way, he noticed Caitlyn attack, so it would be up to him.
No, I
I'm-
was just saying mostly for remembering how spirit, how it works.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
In any case, Byroth is still pretty stabbed in the necky. Like, if he hadn't got hit last time, I'll bet you he would have dropped it, no problem, but he's
Yeah,
actually a
that's
bit
fair.
concerned.
Yeah, that's fair. She then moves
And
over.
so, sorry, did you, who is Oh, that was Caitlyn was attacking things. Right.
She then moves over to the area, giving Caitlyn an attack opportunity. She strikes through her, but she's able to move into the area where Byroth is. She then gets hit with your own attack. Whether you wanted to or not, you still see your team attacking. However, she doesn't attack any of you. She aims straight towards the weapon. However, this time she expends a couple of her points, reloads the gun, and shoots. I actually need an different modifier for this.
Is this a charge shot?
No, she expends out all 6 bullets from her gun, dealing 34 points of damage.
Oh,
Shooting
weapon mod activated. It's fighter shot.
Shooting straight through the weapon, at least that's the way they see this thing, piercing through and breaking it, and then clashing straight through the energy source. It breaks, but it doesn't expend anything else. If you had to guess, she aimed precisely, not allowing the thing to explode. Simply discharged without an issue. Thankfully enough, because Nesbun was right next to the thing.
Yeah.
However,
You stashed him like, oh, you'll be safe here. It's like right next to the like.
she, as her second action or bonus action, she reloads the gun. However, she puts it back into her holster, and everyone seems to be preparing to run. Relta.
Okay.
All you see your friends still attacking, and she puts her gun away and goes, "That's it, we did it. Time to go."
I mean, they already did what I didn't want them to do, but can I use this to heal? Is Nesbun the one that's hurt?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll use that to help him out.
Nesmond, in the corner, you hear, "Are you okay?" For some reason, that helps you. Let's see. What does he roll to heal himself?
She rolled the d4 plus modifier.
Oh, I do. Oh, dang.
It's a d4 plus
okay.
your wisdom. It's for clerics.
She's a druid, and yes, it's with.
Yeah. Sorry, Jared.
No, it's alright. Let me go back to them.
I'm so used to clerics using healing words.
So my wisdom plus. Wait, what? I'm sorry.
1d4
One?
plus wisdom. Unless you're casting it at a higher level.
How hard is he? Who is he at?
About halfway.
Yeah, I'll cast
But-
it at a higher level. I'll cast it.
Well,
I
they're-
think I have 3rd level spells, so I can cast it at 3rd level.
Mm-hmm.
So 1d. What was it? Jesus. I'm
It's
sorry.
3d4 if you're casting it at third.
3d4 plus your wisdom modifier.
Plus, oh, not equals. Plus, my wisdom is
4 probably. 4 or 5 now.
I think it's 3. No, wait. Oh, my wisdom modifier.
Yeah,
Mhm.
your modifier.
So is that 6?
Mhm.
Oh, that's the big number on the left with wisdom.
Ah, gotcha. So it's 3. Sorry, guys. Thank you.
Oh, nice. Nesmond,
Help,
you
I
regain.
help.
Cheers.
Itty bitty can of bitty lucky.
Looking towards Relta, do you do anything else?
Well, I mean, they already did what I didn't want them to do, because now this girl is just gonna be dead in there, but that's alright. I'm not gonna attack them or anything.
Okay. She simply looks towards you after hitting your team. She nods to Mixie afterwards, and the person to the south, most south, goes, "Alright, time to go," and casts Darkness.
No, I don't like that.
What'll I do?
Son of a bitch!
No! Is it still my turn? Can I use the bonus action or spell?
Wait, you know I see in darkness, right? You
Yeah,
have
I
two
don't-
people that can see through
I kind of
darkness.
wanted to talk
Yeah,
to
they
him a
dark.
little bit. I mean, little asshole.
Uh,
Oh well. It's
should
alright.
should I do this? Should I do this? No, I cannot do this because I
Chase
made this
them.
promise.
Go
Yeah,
chase
I'm gonna chase them. But they all have different initiatives, and suddenly all three of them disappear.
They're ninjas.
Apparently.
Byroth, Relta, you get an attack of opportunity, but at disadvantage, as you hear footsteps leaving your area.
I want to trip one of them.
God damn it! Choose a. They're all creatures you can see.
Can I use my quarterstaff to trip one of them?
Okay.
Yeah,
but-
sure.
Oh wait, disadvantage.
Disadvantage, so you have to roll again.
All right, I'll try the trip thing as well,
Damn it.
and I'll have.
Damn it. I
You've
can see in the
somehow
dark,
managed
though. Does
to
that
trip
help
yourself
because it
over.
casts darkness, huh?
You,
You can see through non-magical.
yeah.
Damn it.
You swing through the shadow and accidentally bump your big toe.
Okay, first thing I get an active attack of opportunity, right? So I'm gonna use
Mhm.
that to try and trip as well. My snake javelin thing, 17.
But a disadvantage by roll.
How many of them
Disadvantage,
ran past
Yes, you
me,
cannot
by the
see.
way?
13.
You spike straight through your javelin, but it hits the ground, nearly missing Relta's big toe.
Okay, but my spell is still up, so at the start of each of their turns, they have to roll and take
Was
3d8.
From what you can tell, the two people moved, but someone, well,
It's at the start of their turn. They were all there, right?
Yep.
So they all have to start a turn and take at least one of those.
yeah, that's fair.
And I'll just roll once and see if they
No one passed.
Also, how
Right.
many ran past me? Do I get an attack of opportunity on
you only get one attack of opportunity. By the way, do I get an attack of opportunity?
You
They
get
all
one.
take
I
9
get to see
damage.
them.
They-
I don't feel like your current form would allow it. But sure.
Wait, hold on. Again, where's the counterspell on this one, asshat?
What's the what?
Where's the counterspell on this one?
Uh,
Uh-huh. Gen
does
looks
24 hit?
24 does hit. Gen
Yeah,
looks
not-
towards
not-
you, and you ask him that, and he goes, can only do that a couple times a day. I haven't had a long rest since the last time I did this.
Technically, yes, but I understand. Gen's a big dummy.
Talking about, I know you really want these guys to get away, but I'm gonna resist as hard as possible.
No,
Yeah,
I
I will tell
question one
you-
of them.
Gen isn't wrong, but he doesn't exactly understand what a long rest is. He thinks a long rest is 24 hours. The glove charge is within a day's time.
Maybe he,
Hmm.
hasn't had time to sleep either.
No, the
Have
glove
you seen the
recharges.
fucker sleeping?
The glove recharges after 24 hours. It's longer than a long rest because it has certain abilities that he hasn't tapped into yet, or doesn't know about.
But by the way, the reason why I can't see through darkness is because I am a lycanthrope.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think I would be able to see through darkness while in lycanthropy.
No,
It's
double
magical darkness.
Yeah,
You can only
magical
dispel it with daylight.
I can see through it because of the
Wait,
light.
am I allowed to do that as a bonus action?
No, that's
No.
just me,
Yeah.
because I took a feat.
And that's a reaction.
You see
did, not
the-
a bonus action.
Boss and the one that
Yeah,
casts
sorry.
darkness run away. You manage to almost kill the boss, but they're still standing, barely. The third one is still there, though. You can tell. Nesmond.
Okay, back to my earlier question. Who was the coward comment aimed at?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
No, Pyroth said this. Yeah, it was at Nesmond because he held a turn and didn't do anything.
Okay,
When I
right,
went
that's
right
not
after
fair.
I got stabbed in the neck, I think it was.
Yeah.
It was like right after.
I mean, like, Lesman had 3 daggers thrown at him.
No
excuse.
But he didn't do anything.
I help.
Mixie literally put him beside the coffin.
Right,
And
is
anything?
darkness still up?
And darkness is still up.
Okay. Let's see. The spell magic 3rd level.
It is now gone. You see a pebble on the
Dang.
ground.
And that'll be my turn.
Somebody's taking lessons. Out to darkness.
Dope. You see the one that accosted you, Nesmond, still there. Byroth.
I take back everything bad I said about you, Nesmond.
And yeah, I'm gonna cast command on her. I'm just trying to figure out exactly the word that I want to say. Because I can make her waste a turn. We can try to... Okay, so yeah, I demand that she explain! And I want her to spend her entire turn explaining to us exactly what she's done here.
Can I just ask, is command a concentration spell?
No.
Is it not?
What's the save?
The save is a... No, it's probably wisdom.
It's with.
Hang on. Yeah,
I
wisdom.
remember.
DC 15. And she's got wicked wisdom, doesn't she? Damn it.
She has a plus
All of
10.
I was trying to avoid... I already said it, so here we are. Yeah, she makes that, so I'm just gonna move to block her exit.
Alright. You move to block her exit, and she goes, I tried to break this thing. You realize it wasn't that great of an explanation.
Yeah, but like why? I was hoping for something more in depth.
Gen's NPC turns. Gen then looks towards his glove and goes, well, can't you dispel? One on your team already did that. Great job, by the way. But I can perhaps do one of the new things I added into this thing. He then clicks on the red gem. Oh, wait, no, this is cerulean color. He then clicks on the cerulean color, and a gout of flame jettisons straight through. Ooh.
Oh, Jiminy.
A 30-foot line.
Oh, fuck.
Good
You're gonna
fucking
kill
buy.
You gotta kill Salah, you fool.
So that will probably be fine. But go ahead and roll a dex save.
Dex, okay. 23.
Yeah, you only take half.
It's fire damage.
It's fire damage.
Okay. I want to make sure...
I take
You
one
take
damage.
one. You take one.
So I just want to make
technically
sure...
take quarter, but that doesn't work with this because you take a minimum of one.
Okay.
Ooh.
I want to make absolutely sure that I declare this before it's Black and White Girl's turn, if at all possible, for my Spirit Guardians to do non-lethal damage. I would like that to happen.
It's
Magic damage
on.
can't be non-lethal.
Curses.
Um,
Well, I'm a
Normally-
healer, I'll make do.
normally that's true, but you can tell that she's not near death's door. She might almost be bleeding, but not near death's
Oh,
door.
she's not even bloodied. Alright.
The captain was bleeding. The gang looks towards you and... Oh, my bad. Still new to this thing. Maybe I should have asked the wizard how this thing works. Her turn. Rolling... Yeah, it doesn't pass.
And that'll be... Slash. Heyo. Now it's doing some work.
She now looks to be bleeding. She's now bloodied. However, it is her turn.
I can turn it off whenever if you would just like say why you're here, what are your motivations. I like to get to know people.
Sorry, but I have to go. Boss's orders. She grabs all three daggers, throws one into the ground, trying to dissuade your eyesight, but because none of you can be surprised, her effect doesn't work. She puts out both her blades into her shoulders, where she has holders, and bolts through, giving Harold, Relta, and Byroth an attack of opportunity.
half
Doesn't
Right.
she
speed.
have disengage?
Half speed.
She does have disengage, but she decides not to use it.
It's on the top speed, and I don't have a reaction because I already used mine to clock the leader.
Namar unfortunately misses.
Yeah, I just got my reaction back, so that's good. But all of my things that could stop her are wisdom based, so that's bad.
You just hit her.
Can you attempt to grapple someone as an opportunity attack? Probably not.
I don't think so, but I like the idea.
I
Alright.
don't think you can. I think it has to be an action.
I like the idea, allowing it.
Same team. So, do you want a straight attack or a athletics?
Athletics.
Same team. She works for the same person I work for.
You at least she knows of your name, nothing else.
Jesus.
14.
She doesn't even know that. I told the leader, no one else.
Yeah, that's fair. Grapple action is an option for the attack action. Yeah,
I rolled
still
a
like
14.
the idea. You miss her. She then
Curses.
she moves out of your direction and into the hallway, getting out of the whole half-speed zone. She then
Okay.
uses a bonus action to run out of there.
What about,
Okay, Relta, you do have an attack of opportunity.
am I only allowed to attack her? I can't use a spell on her?
Do
No,
you have
that's
a
just me.
reaction spell?
It's because of. Oh
Warcaster.
yeah, if you have a reaction spell. But I get to do it because of a feat that I took.
I don't think druids have one at this
I
level.
can just try to whack her with my quarterstaff, but I don't think it's gonna do.
Alright, you managed to whack her in the head.
I want to knock her feet out from under her and trip her.
If you want to do that, I'll say go ahead and attack again, but at but the number would be at disadvantage.
Nah, that's fine. I'll whack her in the head and try to knock her unconscious. But
Uh,
it doesn't work anyway.
You managed to whack her in the head, dealing 9 points of damage. She might have a concussion, but she does not go down.
Just stop moving.
She bolts out of there, though.
Oh, damn it.
Anything else? No, wait, that's her turn. Technically, unless someone decides to run against them,
I
that
am.
is comp.
I am.
They shouldn't be able to get that.
I can be hella fast. You should know this.
Like how no one listens to Mixie about not attacking.
You also didn't explain anything when I asked why.
Right
Why
in the
did
neck.
Destroyed
I
the
would
thing that I asked him not to destroy until the girl was at least revived. They could have waited.
Alright.
I
Instead
want-
of seeing
I
if the
want my
girl's dead or
questions
alive,
answered.
Yeah, no, Pyroth isn't gonna run. He thinks that he couldn't catch him.
Actually, I'm gonna check on her, but on my turn.
okay.
yes.
Caitlin, what are you doing?
Well, I felt the other two girls run out, right?
They bolted.
And the one that I was attacking primarily, did she look like she was extremely hindered by the half movement?
You can tell that she slowed down entering into the hallway, but then ran quite quickly out after she was out of the area.
So I'm gonna run into the hallway with that being like 15 movement. Do I feel it within?
You can see them, but they're about to exit through the doors. You see security currently hunting them down, but they are not catching up.
Listen, I have 30 feet of vision, dude. Do I actually see them?
No, you hear footsteps, and you feel the security force aiming straight towards their direction.
Is that like west, east?
Uh,
south?
West.
I proceed west.
Okay. You're not sure
Or,
which
like-
footsteps they are, but you can tell they're ahead of the security force, currently 5 in number. Sigvold.
Sigvold is gonna run out the door. He's gonna look left. He's gonna look right. He is gonna look for the one that he severely injured last time. How far away is this person from the door?
The most severe injured one, or the black and white one,
Yeah.
or the blue one?
you said the captain was the most injured one, right? So the one that I swiped while she was trying to run out.
She's the farthest one ahead at 120 feet.
How the fuck did they run 120 feet? Jesus.
Uh,
Okay.
I could tell you, but you don't know.
Well, I have a way to solve this because I am gonna use Wind Step. And I am gonna use 6 Psy points to fly up 120 feet. I'm gonna swipe her.
You're flying.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can
okay.
fly up to 20.
You're flying on
Very
120
cute.
feet forwards. For some reason, I thought
Yeah,
you went
I'm
up.
launching myself. Whee!
Broadcast. I'm not a caster.
I'm not a caster.
Fucking
Technically,
flying down the hall as a werewolf.
I am very capable at jumping.
Go ahead
Thank
and
you.
make an attack. However, the other two get
No,
an
no.
attack of opportunity.
Okay. Okay, so okay, I'll make my swipe. Does a 20 hit?
Not anymore.
What? I'm not even surprised. Gee. Not anymore.
No, wait.
Really?
Oh wait, she took the different potion. No, it does hit.
Okay, I am gonna add 5 points. Oh, why am I rolling making an attack roll? It's only the 60. Why what?
Only the
See,
16?
yeah, it's only the bonus of 16. So
you set it up as an attack.
You swipe
I
straight.
noticed.
You swipe straight through her. She went near death's door, but for some reason she feels and looks a little healthier. But then you swipe 16 through her, and she's almost at death's door again.
It's plus the 11, by the way. It's 11 plus 16.
That's good to know. She nearly trips and dies, but is at 2 health points.
Yeah, it was non-lethal, by the way. I was trying to knock her out.
2 health points is still 2 health points.
She's still alive. I thought you just said I knocked her out. Darn.
Didn't you
Nearly.
say that the others also got opportunity attacks?
Yeah, but I wanted to see what
Yeah.
he'd do if he knocked her out or didn't.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh.
Too bad. It's too close yet so far.
Does a 26 hit?
Yep.
Does a 21 hit?
Yep. My AC is 19.
Okay. Unfortunately, because you decided to make yourself a hostile threat, the one with black and white draws out her blades. Due to the fact that you did not go easy, she unfortunately goes into a lethal stance. I'm gonna waste 2 points. And she does what's considered... Well, you don't know what this is. If Mixie was there, she could tell you what this is. She does 42 points of damage. As she strikes blade into your abdomen, into your shoulder, into your very crevice of each and every joint.
I'm still standing.
That's fair. And now the next one gets to attack. Reaching out her short sword, seeing and taking a hint of the other one, she nods and draws out her blade. You see the pearlescent glow once more, but this time it glows a fiery. After you actually roll. Okay. As it glows a fiery, strange blue-like tone, you see one of the bodyguards, or at least one of the guards in the area, begins to fly right behind you. She then hits you straight into the shoulder. With the added increase of points, that would be 33 points of damage.
Just checking, none of those were fire damage, right?
No. The
Okay.
blue flame,
I'm-
while
well, I'm-
looking like fire, did not do fire damage.
I'm down.
Force damage, my friend. I already asked that one.
Yeah. It hits you, but you feel that your life isn't taken away. You're just knocked out.
Yep. I
Do
would
we
say-
perhaps hear a horrible yowling scream from down the hall?
You hear a crash
Sounds
hitting
like
the
a cat having
ground,
its tail stepped on.
and you hear one of the bodyguards you saw in the area go, "Wait, what the heck? Why am I flying?" Mixie.
Alright, what do... Are Claire, Vera, and the other person looking at me suspiciously or anything like that?
No, but they are considering
But
they probably should have
Byroth
listened.
is. Byroth is looking at you suspiciously. Because you said to not hurt these people who hurt us a whole bunch.
They are curious how you knew they wouldn't attack you, but other than that,
Oh no,
They-
it wasn't the fact that they shouted out, "Hey, don't move, we won't attack."
Wait. They
Right
attacked
after.
me?
That was right after they attacked Nesmond, and then I didn't do anything. I did nothing. I got stabbed in the neck. It was a terrible experience.
They also all nodded at you.
Alright, I'm walking over to Nesmond and checking to see if he's alright. Like any severe stab wound, shit like that.
you can tell while he was stabbed, it was in points that were non-lethal. If you had to guess, they were aiming towards the bodyguards, but striking them down, not out. You can also tell that these people are highly trained and skilled.
I am messaging Nesmond in his head. Do you have anything that can teleport both of us out?
Oh, interesting.
We're going full, like, PvP? What's going on?
Little PvP never hurt anybody.
Except for that one time where it killed
Yes
three
and
people.
no. Again, this is a Mixie said. I can probably get us away, but it's not going to be easy.
If everyone else starts attacking, run. And I just dust myself back off and help him out. This is all in ghost speech, by the way.
As you're holding your action for whatever happens afterwards, Caitlin, you feel that someone mysteriously no longer is running through the hallway. You're not sure why, and then you hear or don't hear Harold's voice.
Yeah, he was yelping before he went down.
You hear a
I
thud,
can't
though.
heal you.
The boss seems to be running skittish. She drops something. You hear a ping on the ground. It's about the size of a foot, but you're not sure what it is. However, she continues to run, and you hear a cork unscrew. She then goes, down to my last one. Girls, if anyone goes down, don't wait for them. Run and get out. We'll meet back at the rendezvous point. Relta.
I want to go check on this lady.
Okay.
See if anything happened to her body in the chamber before it broke, or if she's good, or what's going on with her.
As you open the, ironically enough, named coffin, you see her. She's currently breathing. She has a pulse. While not dead, she is not conscious. Do you try to wake her up?
Yeah.
Alright. Surprisingly enough, she does wake up without an issue. And then she attacks. No, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say, I hope she doesn't, because what we heard earlier, I don't think she will.
She looks around a little scared, wondering why she's tied up. What's going on?
Why do you have?
Alright, I'll ask her, do you remember who you are?
Yeah. Should I not?
No. I guess you should. What's your name?
Oh, oops, I gave her another NPC's name.
Again?
My bad.
I don't remember.
Pepper. Nice to meet you.
Oh, there's the audio cut out from you. What was
It was
that?
Pepper?
Pepper. Nice to meet
Oh,
you, I
okay.
guess.
Alright, Pepper, what's the last thing you remember?
The last thing I remember was falling down into a pit? And then I think I felt a lot of pain going around my entire body. And then I woke up here tied.
Oh yeah, she is tight. Do I sense any like hostility like the other ones had at all? Like anything wrong with her?
No, you see no detection of anything wrong. She seems to be a successful case.
Alright, I'll ask everybody else if it's alright if I untie her before I actually make that decision on my own. I'll just look to the group and ask them, do you guys think she's alright to untie?
It will probably be fine.
Alright, she looks towards you, Byroth, and goes, "Oh, that's where my armor went. Keep it, I guess. It kind of looks like you're an evil person anyways, so I'd rather not have it."
Okay, this is very generous.
Mm.
Okay, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
glad I said yes.
Yeah, no problem. It was given to me by the... Then Relta cuts off her ropes. Thanks. The Rose family, so I'd rather not have it.
What is, I'm not familiar with the Rose family.
Some entrepreneurs that recently entered into the area. Well, not recently. It's been about 50 years. But you know, nobles and that.
And they're... Go ahead.
I was gonna say, so they gave you the armor as a gift, or why did you get that from them?
Sure, I guess that's what you'd be considering it, but for me, it just reminds me of when I died. Alright. I'm pretty sure that's Relta's turn.
Yeah. Thank you.
Luckily enough, if you didn't take her out within 10 minutes, she would have died due to the fact that she'd be floating in water and then she'd be dying.
Oh,
So you actually saved her life.
yay me.
However... Oops, wrong one. It'd be Crisis. Going back through the hallway, the other members of the party begin to run out. One of the NPCs, whose names you still don't know, the blue one, rushes straight through the entrance doorway of the R&D department and begins to bolt out outside, where more foot traffic enters inside. Let me roll something. Caitlin, you can no longer pick out one of these people's footprints. Nesmond.
I'm going to poke my head outside into the corridor and essentially stand on the corridor to see what's happening.
Currently, you see Caitlin rushing towards where the bodyguards are aiming towards. You see one of them flying. You see, apparently, Sigvald's name was Harold, and he's currently on the ground unconscious. You imagine that's what the loud thud was. And you see 2 out of the 3 enemies.
How far away is Sigvald?
Let's see, he was able to fly all the way to where they were at, so it would be 90 feet away.
Okay. Well, I'll use any remaining movement to make my way in that direction.
Alright. Mixie, we're holding your actions. Do you follow?
Yeah, I follow after him.
Alright. Byroth.
Yeah, 90 feet away. Byroth will shoot a very pointed look at Mixie, and now that nobody's in any real danger, he'll drop his concentration spell.
Alright.
Spirit.
As you drop your concentration spell, it hovers around one of the enemies weapons that they left behind.
Interesting. Near enough that I could just pick it up?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll do that.
Go ahead
And
and
then
roll
I'll
a Constitution saving throw.
Why do I? Because I'm curious. Aha.
I'll give you the choice. Do you want to succeed or pass? I mean, fail or pass.
Yeah,
You gotta win or win.
yeah, I think I'd like to pass. I can't see a feature where I'd prefer to fail.
All right. You see something seep as you grab the hilt of the blade. You feel something oozing towards your cuts, but you just wipe it away. It's red in color. It's not blood, though.
Interesting.
Relta, you smell a nice fragrant smell where Byroth is.
If you look into this later, right now I must check on the rest of our party. So I want to go check on. Yeah, I heard that thud, right?
Everyone heard the thud.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check on the thud.
Real quick, can they not see that?
They can once they enter into the hallway.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll go 30 feet into the hallway, and hopefully that puts me within 60 feet of
Okay.
my buddy, and I'll cast Healing Word.
You're not 60 feet. I literally flew 120 feet that round.
Mm-hmm.
Then never mind.
But you are next to Nesmin and Mixie. Nesmin and Mixie, go ahead and roll Constitution saving throws.
Oh,
That's quite the gift that they left for you, Pyrod.
yeah, it turns out I'm a sucker for it.
Well, Nesmin fails, but Mixie, do you decide to succeed or fail?
What is that? Can I tell what feeling I'm getting from it?
You get an instant sensation that something's about to happen to you, but you don't know what it is.
Oh, I'm succeeding then.
Okay. Nesmin, you see a strange needle aimed straight towards your neck. For some reason, it keeps targeting your neck. Oh, wait, that's Byroth. You regain 16 points of health as something hits your neck.
You know what? I'm a great healer even when I don't try. What could possibly go wrong with
You
that?
look towards Byroth as it was aimed from his direction, and you see he currently has the blade the woman was carrying at his hilt, at his side.
Does Nesmond look better or worse?
Better?
Okay, good.
If you had to guess, you see something aiming straight towards you, Mixie, and you saw it aiming towards 3 other bodyguards. They all seem to have now luxurious sheening hair, some of their acne washed away, and they all seem to be gloriously better. Nesmin's cuts and the
Okay.
bruises are fine now.
Alright.
Unfortunately, you don't work for their organization, so you're not sure what this was. But if you had to guess, if someone grabbed this weapon, it would have surrounded the people around them with this type of effect. If any of them was injured. But I kind of forgot if you were injured or not.
I was, but I chose to succeed, so. Okay.
I was about to say
It's the
anything
end
else.
of my turn, I guess. No, I want to cast Identify on it, but that cast takes a minute, so.
Okay.
End of my turn.
Gen and Relta and Pepper have a pleasant conversation. Currently, the 3 scientists are looking at their damaged device.
About to call it a weapon.
I was about to call it a weapon. The second one, the black and white one, you all see disappears into the crowd. As she enters into the actual city, the footsteps fade away.
I'm not that fast.
You're not that fast. Mixie, since you're able to see what they're doing, you can tell that they're either rogues or monks. Caitlin,
How close are they to me?
not at all. The closest one is the last one at technically she's the closest, so she'd be 60 feet away.
Good. But I can't keep chasing. So I'm gonna start heading back to the group.
Alright.
Like I'm gonna dash back to the group since I was only like 50 feet away from this door and
Yeah. As the last aggressor takes chase, I assume, you all meet back up where Sigvold is currently lying on the ground. He regains consciousness but reverts back to his original form. I think.
No.
You know,
I cannot change any form by my own will or
Right.
being down.
and I can't really say something to you while you're unconscious either.
He's back up now.
Harold's heal.
Okay, if he
Yeah.
regains conscious, I'm just gonna walk to section 9.
I'm stopping both of them. Both Mixie and Nesmith.
Okay.
And I revert back to Sigvold.
I'm going to walk around him and keep heading back.
I slam my sword on the ground, like as a warning. Yeah, I'm gonna say to them,
You're gonna say
We need
cuts
to report
out.
back. You all fucked up the mission.
no.
We're gonna get in trouble for this. We need to get back, figure
Well,
out what happened, and move on from
technically,
here.
The mission succeeded because she got revived, and that was.
But
her
we failed to
job,
protect
so-
them. We failed
Wait.
to protect the product.
how did
Well,
we
I wonder
all
why.
fuck up mission?
What did just happen?
She's alive.
And I'm going to
That's
walk
what
around the
we're-
blade and keep heading towards section
Mixie,
9.
what do you
Nobody
mean
died.
don't attack them?
Alive.
You know them, no? Or yes?
No, not this.
I was
Yeah.
going by the logic of them saying if you don't move, we won't attack.
Why did you say
No,
not to
that's not
attack
what they
them?
said. They said that they were going to destroy the machine that we were sent here to protect.
Yeah, that's not attacking us.
Yeah, but
No,
we're supposed
but-
to protect this thing.
We have mission.
Claire then interrupts and goes, technically you were oh wait, that's not her voice. Well, technically you were supposed to protect the project. The machine was secondary standards. The data was what we were after. We can always
See?
rebuild this
We're
thing.
worried about what's inside the machine.
Again,
Like,
they were
you guys
already
see that
dead.
outside.
If anything, they just allowed them to... That's actually interesting. It's possible that the incubation time would have actually cost something. So they actually gave us more data than we initially needed.
I moved my hex over to Mixie. Dexterity is my turn.
Well, it's
Friends,
unfortunate,
friends.
but I suppose we have to do this now. Her eyes change red, blue, yellow, and crimson. Anyone that has magical abilities, magical gifts, they go down.
Oh, okay, so I'm still up. That's great.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, with like
Caitlin's
one
not-
hit point over there, laughing boy.
Yeah. Sigvald is just sitting on the floor with his eyes. They look bright red. They are.
Claire then looks towards the rest of you. Sorry about that. Neutralization zone. I had to make sure
Yep.
the bodyguards I hired don't kill each other. You're supposed to be a group, and you're supposed to listen to our commander. So listen to him, and then do what you decide to do next. That is why you're here,
So,
to follow orders.
This is
Something-
what I've been saying.
Something important to notice: Caitlin's armor and weapons do not.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
But you can tell if Claire was serious, it'd probably be a threat. But she seems more concerned about your well-being from the way she's speaking.
Well, as far as I see it, I wasn't doing anything that. I was simply telling people to stop attacking.
Yeah, I would have done the same thing if I was someone, outclassed, outmatched.
I mean, as far as I see it, the moment they walked in, they instantly killed someone, so.
So
Yeah. I mean, from what I can tell and from what they were likely class 8 or above. You were technically outmatched in this one, unless you did things strategically, which clearly your team needs some more teamwork.
I'm just walking off at this point.
Once you lose my range, I swing.
I'm down, so I can't say.
I thought you were
anything.
down.
Why was
Yeah.
Caitlyn down?
No,
Yeah,
you aren't down, but then Claire, as mentioned before, was holding a reaction. But go ahead and swing with disadvantage.
I mean, if she's still up, I'm disengaging.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I thought Caitlyn was down. I wouldn't have just walked past if not.
The difference between you and Nesbin just walked past.
It
Yeah.
wouldn't have hit anyway, so.
Alright, you swing through the air. You walk around as Nesbin also walks around. Claire, however, bounces your sword, giving you disadvantage. Grabs onto it and goes, this is about the second team that's done this already. Enough of this, alright? Can't believe I have to do
Done.
this in front of you. She then looks straight into your eyes and shatters your blade and your armor.
Okay. Alright, so this is something actually really important that you did. She gasped, like she just kind of died a little bit. And
Didn't
she
want
grabs
to
her
do
chest
that.
and starts breathing heavily.
Yes, from what I can tell, you're from Noche. Sorry about that, but I had no other option.
No. Bring it back, how dare you!
Don't worry, I'll be back in about a minute. I just
I take the
neutralized
letter
it.
opener.
You take
Cannot
out
let them get away. Yes, I take out a letter opener.
you take out a letter opener, but they are gone now at this point.
Sigvald is gonna stand up and walk towards Claire, and he's gonna lift her up.
Go ahead
Don't
and
do that.
oh, okay. If you're not
Um,
attacking her, it's fine. She goes, your friend will be fine. I already neutralized her abilities.
and Byroth will put a hand on Sigvald's shoulder because he's right beside Claire and just be like, "You are in no state to make such bold actions against such a powerful one. Listen,
I am honor bound.
Honor
And I
bound.
your mistress is in no danger.
So that's
Uh-huh.
what you are. Interesting. Do you not want to be anymore?
I have no wantings. I have to serve.
That is good to know. Fine then. But I will be back for you later. She then re-engages Caitlyn's armor and her blade.
Oh, good, I'm still a Hexblade then.
Yeah. From what you can tell, she neutralized you rather than anything else.
The thing is, my blade is my pact.
Yeah, I know.
So when you broke my blade, this is why Caitlyn reacted like that.
Claire is special. She's not extremely powerful, but she is gifted. However, over that, unless you want to try to attack Claire, the encounter is technically over.
So my armor's back on, right?
Your armor's back on.
I'm going to section 9.
If her armor reappears, Sigvald will just collapse. That takes a lot of energy out of him.
That's fair.
I don't actually chase after them then. Sigvold.
Byroth's been 100% on Claire's side this whole time, and he'll look at our friend in the armor here and be like, perhaps next time you will speak before attacking those that are close.
They are not close to me. Sigvold,
All I wanted to do
will
was
you be able to
stop.
recover?
Rutha, what did you say?
I
I said all I was trying to do was talk and get things sorted out.
You, Gen, and Pepper are having a good time, actually. Not knowing what's going on in the hallway.
Drama.
this will take time, milady.
Can you escape?
Now
We must go.
I can walk. That's gonna be it.
All you need to do is be
This what?
is just be there. You're my eyes.
Sure.
I'll give
Okay.
Sigvald a very sympathetic look and give him a healing touch. What's that, 1d8? You just get a
I'm not
basic
at
one.
section 9.
Oh, you're not.
No, I whispered to you.
Ooh.
Cure wounds is a D8 plus wisdom. If you were talking about that.
Yep, there you go, buddy. I'll give you a really sympathetic look,
Thank you.
kind of like you're not being treated right.
All I got from you was perception check.
Did
Oh,
you
sorry,
not get the other one?
Oh wait, maybe it's the other account.
A dog must see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything seems to be fine. From what you can tell, it is all clear. As you make your way back to your location.
Okay.
Alright. In the meantime, though, Nesmond is currently talking to Ramon, and he goes, "Oh, very interesting. Yes, do be on. You don't say." He seems alarmed, but he's trying to be calm.
Fucking Ramon.
At any rate, this is troubling news. Maybe this, warrant for your arrest comes at a bad time.
Joy.
He hands you a warrant for your arrest. Apparently, you've been deemed a threat as you try to go into and through the security of Section 9 and 5. However, he goes, "You can
Sorry.
pretty much dismiss it right now. You're in Section 9. So that won't be an issue. I can bypass this. But I can't bypass what comes next. It appears that the headmaster would like your help on something. I have already given
Wait,
the...
was Nesmond about to get arrested?
Maybe. He then goes, they would like your help with something, a certain experiment they're about to do. It might give you a chance to, cool down. Plus, you'll be with my daughter at her school, so win-win. Oh, also to let you know, I also have a second daughter now. No, she's not pregnant. Don't look over there. I accidentally said that too when she asked, "Oh, you want to adopt Millie?" Well, technically she said, "Hey, do you mind if we have another daughter?" A fight happened, and now I'm also in the process of adopting Millie. But besides that, would you mind helping out the headmaster at her school?
Nesmond is probably just chuckling away and sparing a glance over at Claire. And then sort of nodding, and of course I would.
Good. That's one less thing to worry about. If the headmaster wants you, it clearly means he knows who you are. So this will be interesting. Well then, Good luck and say hi to him for me. As you head out for the school, you also tell Mixie about this. You do have your badge, so you can
only
easily
head out
communicate.
After I've looked at the items, though.
Oh yeah, that's fine. You look at the items and you can tell there's a select few items. In fact, there is one pitch black blade. It just had its description and you see the Ho encoding contract inside. It seems to be similar to 2 blades you already possess.
Okay, I'm taking that.
Alright. The items in between that are 2 containers of alcohol.
Also, just for clarification, Mixie
Don't need alcohol.
Mixie wouldn't have been able to hear that because I take it she's nowhere close to Nesmond at this point.
No, but I was saying Nesmond has his badge, so he can message you.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's true.
I don't suppose you have a list of items that are in there, do you, for Dogma?
Not written down in copy and paste form.
Okay.
But
So
basically,
you might get it later.
the items run down are uncommon and below you can currently access. So you can literally go through items and grab uncommon and below items.
Oh, okay.
You can
Where do
only
I find a list of uncommon items.
online. You can run that down, but you can only take 5 items at a time.
Okay.
And you subscribe to the you can only attune to 3 magic items.
Mm-hmm.
So it's uncommon and common, I take it, or?
Uncommon, common, and like regular standard items. And yeah, only 3 attunements.
What about the occasional wondrous item, like a capability?
Oh yeah, if it's a wondrous item, that's not an issue.
Ooh, okay.
However, as Nesmond looks through the items, gets a contract and calls Mixie, telling him where he'll be for a while, Caitlin and Sigvold, right? You're not in herald form?
Like-
I'm not Harold at the moment.
Just miss Nesmond and he walks out. Whatever happens next, Nesmond won't be here for a while to find out, as we end the session for now.